What's up, guys? It's Sam and Colby.
We're here with Tom Ward, about to do an amazing interview, so get excited.
Hey guys, I know you're here to watch the Sam and Colby interview, but before we get started, I wanted to ask for just a small favor. If you could take the time and subscribe and turn on notifications, I'd really appreciate it. The more subscribers means I can get better brand deals, which means I could do more of these. So subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss any of my interviews with the biggest YouTubers in the world. Thanks guys, and enjoy the video. Sitting here with Sam and Colby, recent Streamy winners. Last night,
yes.
You won. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank
yeah,
you.
it was our first Streamy award and first Streamy nomination, so it's phenomenal.
Now, are Streamy's the premier YouTube award show? Because isn't there another one in New York? There's like a...
It's like Shorties, right?
The
We were just
Shorties.
talking about this,
So,
but I'm not sure.
Is Shorties like the Golden Globes and Streamy's are like the Oscars?
I have
or is it
no
vice versa?
idea. We had never gotten like nominated for anything until this year.
Anything
Yeah, yeah.
this year, so we have no idea.
Zero
But
clue.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, you guys also won a Teen Choice Award too.
Yes, first time ever.
This is a good 2019.
It's good 2019. Yeah. It's
Do you,
been crazy.
Do you feel good that you're finally getting some recognition? Does that mean something to you?
I mean, the awards are just like a cherry on top. I don't think like we were trying to get these or anything. So it's really cool. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's just awesome to make cool content that a lot of people like.
Yeah, no, it's really cool, but it's more like outside recognition. Like all our fans, like just watching our videos and just being so supportive is like amazing in itself. And like this year has just been such a huge progression. So I mean, yes, definitely these awards are phenomenal and they're definitely like, all right, we're heading in the right direction. But just this year in general, being able to do like what we really want to do and having fun with our content, I think this is definitely like the year that we've really progressed and like enjoyed our content the most.
True.
What have you liked, as far as creativity? What have you created this year that you like the most? Or you're most proud of?
Well, we started recently just doing like more series, longer content, which is super cool because now, in my opinion at least, like our YouTube videos turned from just like 10-minute little vlogs, I guess you could say, to like 30-minute movies. So it's just like a lot more editing, a lot more time behind it. Like we're a lot more passionate about
Are you
the final
editing yours
product.
still?
Yes, as of up till now, yes. But our new series, we're having a little bit of help.
Wow, because
from
the
another
videos look great. And I looked, Origins, right, did 5 episodes, 15 million views.
Yeah,
Which is
it's nuts.
fucking insane.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
3 million.
Yeah.
And an average video for you guys does like 1 million, right?
I think so,
yeah.
yeah.
I was scanning through, that seems like, okay, 1 million, par for the course, no big deal.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
get used to those numbers, or is it just a number?
I'm still not used to it personally because this just happened, last year basically is when our channel, took off a little bit. But yeah, it's still crazy to me every single time it happens.
What made it take off last year? Was there like one thing, or was it a series, or certain kind of videos?
Yeah, we switched up our content. We used to do, like you said, like abandoned like videos, like 10-minute vlogs every single week, and we kind of got to the point where we were so stressed about doing that it like we had to do the same type of content every week, and we were kind of getting bored with it. I think the fans kind of knew that, so we took a step back. And we're like, we got to change something up. We can't just do this forever. So we really spent a lot of time, like months. Like we post like every 2 months now because we like really focus on putting absolutely the best stuff out there and spending weeks on weeks editing and filming and like really figuring everything out. And so people can just tell that they're so much more interested because they can see our like passion behind our videos as opposed to just trying to get something out.
It's way more genuine, I feel like.
Yeah, because you're not just churning it out.
Exactly.
The machine
It's
every
not
week.
just like, like we have to post again, like because fans can see right through that, in my opinion. So it's like
Now is what we're excited to post. When we're sitting there like we're ready to upload, we're like, oh my god, it's finally out. It's like this we've been working on this for so long.
exactly.
At some point, though, you don't get that immediate payoff, though, like you do with a weekly video.
Yeah,
Weekly video, you
exactly.
put it together, boom, you can check your likes, you can check, views.
Yeah.
Is it tougher, because it's such a long time period, 2 months you're filming and editing this thing,
do you kind of like miss that endorphin rush almost?
Well, a good thing is we have personal channels as well.
Yeah.
So we do post weekly on those. So we kind of get that like rush in a way, and we're still, on Instagram and Twitter and stuff like that. So I think it's not like we miss it. It's just we'd like to post more on the Sam and Colby channel. We just can't because it's so hard to like balance everything going on.
Yeah.
So we don't want to like go back to not putting out the best stuff ever. So we have to just spend so much time on it. But it is like exactly like you said. After 6 weeks, 7 weeks of like not posting, we're like, oh god, all the fans are just waiting for something to happen.
Or are they still there? Did they leave?
Exactly.
Does that run through your head
Are they
too?
going to come back? Yes, 100%.
I'm not giving them enough content.
Every time we come back with another series, we're like, so did everybody forget about us, or are we going to be okay?
But that seems to be working though across YouTube. I mean, Shane just won yesterday for the Jeffree Star documentary.
Yeah.
And Shane, talk about 2 months is nothing. He'll go
A whole
I know.
year.
He'll go a whole year with no video.
Seriously.
But when he does, watch out. 12 million views,
Right,
15
right.
million views.
It's
Exactly.
insane, yeah.
Because last series, I think, got, I don't know, like millions. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, it
I
was
like,
phenomenal. But no, he was a huge inspiration for like
Oh, he was?
the format that we go for.
Joey Graceffa kind of does in that similar space, with Escape the Night. As kind of you guys long form content, different because they have guests and stuff in.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still that kind of long form series content.
yeah, I haven't looked into Escape the Night, honestly, but I know he does those dog videos. Have you seen
Yeah.
you know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
talking about?
Oh yeah.
I've watched those all the time.
Yeah, he just won last night too.
What'd he win for? Everybody's winning.
Escape the night.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
did
a
he?
series
Yeah.
thing, yeah.
Oh, nice.
I think it was like best editing or something like that. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Like 3 or 4 of them. He's crazy. He
Oh yeah.
wins everything.
Wins everything.
Seriously.
So you guys have so much going on. Like you said too, you've got personal channels, you got
Yeah.
Sam and Colby channels, you had a thing on Snapchat, you've got Twitter. I see you're very active on Instagram. You're very active on. Like, what's the priority? Is YouTube Sam and Colby channel which got you here, and that stays one?
Yes, that's
Always.
number one.
Yeah, the Sam Colby channel is the thing that runs everything. Like, if we don't have that, we don't have any of our other fans. Like, that's like the main thing that we really put all of our effort into. And if that's going successful, usually the rest of our business goes successful. All the fans are happy after that.
And you guys you bring up a good point, business, right? And that's why I love sitting down with YouTubers too, because a lot of YouTubers get a bad rap, or people rip on millennials and their laziness and that. I find younger YouTubers, especially big ones, are super inspiring because you guys literally run a multi-million-dollar business, right? And the person at home watching this may just go, well, oh yeah, no shit, they probably do.
Yeah,
when you look at
interesting.
numbers and stuff, like,
True.
and if you think about that, like you're CEO of CEOs of a big size company.
Yeah,
Very
it is
true.
really funny because we get on the phone with all these people that are like 30, 40 years old, and they're talking down at us, and then they have a conversation with us, and it's like, oh wait, they actually know what they're doing. They've been doing this for 6 years, and they're
Yep.
running their own business. Like, I'm talking to a legit professional.
Yeah. A 40-year-old shouldn't know more than you guys know about algorithms
Yeah,
and YouTube and engagement. And,
Exactly.
But what else is on that list? I mean, is personal channels? How much time do you devote to social media? I mean, you need content for that.
Oh yeah,
How do you manage it?
crazy. We have packed different weeks every single week. It's
Really?
like when we wake up the next day, we don't know exactly what we're gonna do because everything's changing, and we have like so many different things to go for. Like,
Yeah.
we'll spend a whole 2 weeks editing a Sam and Colby channel like stuff, and while that is releasing on YouTube, we're working on our side project Meta Life for a week, and then like the next week we have to also every single week we're doing our own personal channels and
Yeah.
new projects.
Then we have like a 10-person friend group, and then all of them need to film every single week. So they're like, hey, Sam and Colby, can you like be available this day? So it's just juggling everything.
Who's in your friend group?
Jake Weber.
Okay.
Shout out Jake Weber. Shout out Corey Shear.
We'll put pictures up here.
Yeah, they do our YouTube channel with us.
Oh,
but
okay.
we have a huge group of friends, and they're awesome. They all like support all of our videos, and we all like help each other film, which is
Yeah.
honestly the best way to do it. Especially out here in LA, like
Everybody's
we never
here.
thought we would have a friend group. We were like, I don't know, like making friends in LA is hard, but we
It
finally
is,
did
it
it,
is.
so it was really cool.
If you could
different.
imagine kind of where you guys came from, like growing up, how did you guys even hook up?
Well, we met in high school
Okay.
originally. So we're from Kansas, and we were band kids in high
No
school.
way. Would you play?
I play clarinet and saxophone.
Okay, saxophone way cooler.
Saxophone.
Way cooler than clarinet.
Way
right?
cool. Yeah.
Way cooler.
No
I agree too. But my dad was just like, do it.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I had no choice. But yeah, we did band camp every single summer.
Okay.
We were forced to do that, unfortunately. And so that was like 2 weeks of like every June. So everybody's just like hanging out, but then the band kids have to go to school every single day. And so because of that, we were in the same like woodwind section because
Okay.
we were saxophone, clarinet, and
That's so
we
fun.
ended up bonding because I don't know, we just had like so much time together. I feel like that we were able to kind of like become friends in that
Yeah,
way. Like,
we
we
had
saw
no
each other
friends.
every day.
No one else was gonna be like, oh, I hate band too. And so like we bonded over this fact of like we didn't like band. We're super shy kids. We're super nerdy. So like
Yeah.
let's just stick together.
Yeah.
So that was pretty
Yeah.
cool.
And at the time, were you watching a lot of YouTube? I mean, was that ever in the background?
Yeah, so what's interesting is, and I know a lot of fans know this already, but I saw that you had like Keenan JC on.
Yeah, I had him on a couple weeks
Recently.
ago. Watch the video. Here it is.
Yeah, there you go, there you go. But like, what's strange and like I still can't wrap my mind around it is everything came full circle. And I used to watch people like O2L and Keenan JC when I was 15 years old.
Yeah.
Not on some like fanboy stuff. Like I didn't have like, stuff like that. But like at the same time, I noticed what they were doing. I remember like seeing the MagCon kids when I was 15. I was just like, what?
But you did have
You
a
can,
couple
like, make a
posters
career.
of their face. And
I did have posters of all of them.
Cameron
But-
Dallas above your bed.
Yes, just staring down at me every single night. But I don't know. That's like we watched them. We watched a channel called Simple Pickup.
What's that?
It's just like all about confidence and like how to talk to people and stuff because
Okay.
we were super shy. So we didn't know how to like do any of that stuff. So we had to get some help from like the internet. Yeah.
But so you're watching YouTube.
Yeah.
You guys are kind of awkward, shy kids.
Yes.
How? You were in Kansas. You probably didn't know a lot of people doing YouTube at the time, did you?
Not
Nobody
at
did
all.
YouTube.
Nobody did.
Not one
then.
person.
Now
yeah.
I bet if you went back to your school now, how many YouTubers you think are in that school?
See, that's what's interesting is we've been out of like the Midwest loop for
Yeah.
years now, like 6 years. So it's like I
I
don't know
bet
if
a
social
lot
media is more
more.
accepted.
I
Yeah.
bet a lot more,
Oh,
but
yeah.
in Kansas, especially where we were from, it was really, really bad to do social
Like
media.
weird. Like you
everyone
were a strange
hated
kid. Yeah.
social media people.
You were doing Instagram at the time, or was it just Facebook?
Yeah. I remember like posting like my first selfies on Instagram, and everybody's just like, like this guy.
Can we find these? Are they still up there?
Can
we scroll
somewhere
through?
on the internet,
put,
but
put them here.
I tried to
God.
delete them a long time ago.
Yeah, we got made fun of a lot for
Yeah,
doing social media,
was
especially like
bad.
just I don't know in Kansas, and especially our school was like very like sport oriented.
Football
like,
big out there?
Yeah,
Yes.
it was like exactly the stereotypical like high school experience. That's why we say we're so like nerdy as band kids. Like
Yeah.
it was the same hierarchy you see in all the movies.
Yeah, like the jocks, cheerleaders all hang out with each other, and the popular kids, and then Sam and I are just like in band, being like the lowest of the totem pole of social popularity.
You know what's funny? On Twitter, it just popped into my head. I did a survey, and I said, is it cooler now to be like a good-looking cheerleader or the star football player or a YouTuber? YouTuber
interesting.
won 90 to 10%.
Really?
And I was shocked, but I did say YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers.
Okay, interesting.
But
'Cause-
that won by far.
Yeah, there was a huge switch. So when we first started social media, we did Vine. When we started posting Vine videos and like our selfies on Instagram and stupid Facebook posts, we got made fun of a lot. Like everyone like hated us. They're like, "Why are you doing this? It's stupid."
I'm sorry to interrupt, but how many followers did you have at the time?
Like 200.
Just a normal kid.
we started on Vine,
Yeah.
so I think we had 300 to 500K before we moved to LA, right?
Yeah.
No, but I'm talking about the beginning.
He's saying like beginning.
When
we
you're
talk
just
about like
starting
in
out.
school. So, like we did not like have social media just to
At
like
all.
mess around. Like as soon as we started social media, we wanted to do it full time. It's like a business. We wanted to like blow up. People like he saw these people like O2L and stuff doing.
He had
this
no
with
idea
the
about
platform.
social media, but
No?
since I was like watching, the O2L stuff and like the first like MagCon videos, I was just like, how are these kids able to completely express themselves and be like 100% themselves?
And do something cool with the platform.
And like we can't, like it just didn't make sense to me. And so that's when I like brought up to Sam, I was just like, yo, let's try to get an audience. Let's try to get popular.
And I didn't want to because I was like the same Kansas kid. Like I think that was stupid. Like that's like if we're doing that just to post, like I don't want to do it. But if we're doing it because we're gonna make a career out of it, and like really do something with our platform, then sure, let's go for it. So from the day one, it wasn't I'm going to make silly videos for fun. It was I'm going to make these videos because we have a goal later in life.
Yeah, we only had a Facebook until 16 years old, and then the same month in 2016 just made a Vine, Twitters, Instagram, stuff like that. Started from zero with a game plan of like, let's get popular.
But
So
back
it
to what
was
we were saying,
different.
it's like when we were like hadn't gotten like a viral video yet, people just made fun of us all the time. They didn't really care what we were doing.
Didn't you feel like an idiot though? So you're posting selfies and the jocks going down the hallway looking like, "Hey, you assholes!"
Right,
Did you post any more selfies today?
Yeah, and then one day we had a viral video, and that whole thing flipped.
Yeah.
All the jocks came over and like said hi, like invited us to their parties, wanted to sit by us. We had a second viral video, and then literally like everything we were doing, we were like praised in the hallway, like, oh my god, it's the Vine kids, like this is amazing, like I want to get pictures with you guys. So
which we didn't, or
Yeah.
we didn't go to any party. We still
no.
sat alone like at
That's
lunch.
awesome.
Like
yeah, well, we just
You didn't tag them in any posts?
no,
That's awesome.
no.
just kind of realized that people will flip as soon as they can get like fame out of you. So
Yeah, that was like way towards the end of our senior year too. Like we started when we were juniors in high school, and only really got like accepted or people thought like, okay, this is kind of cool when we were getting like a lot of followers on Vine.
Yeah.
Towards the end of senior year.
What were the ones that went viral? The first couple, like you said, what were the ones that?
We started out with all like prank videos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like backtracking just a little bit, the main thing that we did like as friends is just go to the mall and do like silly pranks on people and like just anything to get ourselves out of our comfort zone to try to like become more confident a little bit. Anything we see on YouTube, we like try to replicate and stuff at our own mall. And so we're like, all right, let's start with that since we've already been practicing this off camera. And so we do like public disturbance weeks where like every single day we just go to our mall and like disturb the peace and like ruin people's lives. Those are the ones that like blew up really fast.
And fast forward to going to jail.
Yes.
That's years later, right?
Years later.
That's where it gets you, you know? So
I
kids,
know.
don't disturb the peace.
Exactly.
Horrible.
It's not something we ever like wanted to do for long term. Like all the public disturbance stuff we knew was only a tool to like get bigger. Whereas like as soon as we get 100,000, we're gonna stop public disturbance and like pranks like for good.
Yeah, everything was a plan. It wasn't just like, hey, we want to go like mess with people like for no reason. It was, we're gonna film this and make viral videos so we can get an audience and then switch everybody over to something else, which is what we did.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. If you go back now, there's YouTube camps. Like there's literally camps in LA, which the daughter in Kansas, the mom can bring her out to learn how to become a YouTuber, right?
Really?
That's a thing. Oh yeah,
That's funny.
And,
I heard
how
about
to
that.
edit and how to light and what kind of content to post.
Wow.
But back then, there wasn't a goal. There wasn't a Forbes top 20 influencers list, and Logan Paul made 11 million. There wasn't people you could really point to and go, okay, if I keep doing it, it'll be $10 million next year.
Yeah.
But like you guys you're very driven and very focused in the beginning. Where do you think that comes from? Because there wasn't a map.
Yeah, so backtracking the story a little bit more.
I'm probably boring your fans right now who probably already know this.
A lot do, but that's okay. Like they love hearing this story. I hope.
They make fun of us for telling the exact same story every interview. But
Yeah,
it's
do you?
okay.
Do they really?
It's all good.
But yeah, anyways, we're, in high school, super shy kids, didn't know how to talk to anybody. It got to a point where like I was so anxious, I was almost throwing up before school every single morning, and like Sam was gonna cry at like every single
Yeah, I cried,
time. Like you would
at
talk
school
to like,
all the time.
yeah,
It's really bad.
talk to somebody. So we were both very, very like severely anxious and awkward, and that's kind of like why we bonded too in band camp. Is because like, we saw that Jimmy over here could talk to anybody or like talk to any girl and stuff like that and be fine and not worry about it at all. But then Sam and I would break down and have like these nervous like wrecks basically.
Yeah, so
And
we that other
didn't make
channel that we're
sense.
talking about that we did watch called Simple Pickup is all about confidence. It's like
Was it like picking up girls?
it
Yeah.
was based on picking up girls, but
Okay.
the cool thing about this
What's that?
That's the Simple Pickup logo.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It meant so much to me. I got it tattooed on me.
Are they still around?
No,
Yeah.
they actually, they're
I
around,
mean,
but in
they're-
different ways.
Not that channel, but the
okay.
guys that are part of it, like we became friends with, which is really cool.
That's wild.
Another full
but
circle
yeah,
thing.
so their whole thing was like taking the route of picking up girls, but using it in a way to teach guys confidence.
Okay.
And so we learned that so much that we're like, hey, let's actually implement the things that they're saying. And that's where the mall came in and all the public disturbance stuff. We're like, let's just put ourselves out there, be stupid, like put ourselves out of our comfort zone, try talking to literally everyone we could.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so we slowly gained confidence. Like we learned a lot about like life, just going out in the field and just doing stuff, like
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
what Simple Pickup, the channel said. And so that's why when he brought this idea of let's do something with a platform, let's get famous on social media like all these other kids, we're like, what if we were able to do something like Simple Pickup, where we do, you know, crazy videos for the entertainment value as like the eye catcher, but then we use that to teach people about life. And like we saw ourselves a lot in these like fans, supporters, people on social media that look up to YouTubers. We're like, that's exactly where we were. We were shy, we were nerdy, we were band kids, and we changed because of a YouTuber. Why can't we have that same effect on other people? So that's like why we made this as a plan. Like we didn't want to just do it to do it. We wanted to do it to like inspire people.
Yeah.
And I want to talk about the projects you have going on, but I have a very important question. When did the girls start coming? Right?
Oh man.
So now you're in Kansas, you're blowing up.
Yeah.
The jocks are paying attention. I'm sure some girls are paying attention. What was that like from being at a table where no one would come and talk to you to like popular girls probably now interested in you?
Yeah.
Was that a shock?
You know what's kind of interesting is we were so in that driven mindset, like let's make it, because we figured, okay, we have like 2 years in high school to try this out. If all fails, like we'll just go to college and just, you know, whatever,
it's whatever.
move on. But if it doesn't, we'll move it to LA, which is obviously like why we're here now. But we didn't really focus on girls, really. Like
At all.
we went to the mall and talked to a lot of girls, but it wasn't like to pick them up or get their numbers and hang out with them later. It was more to throw ourselves in the deep end of like awkwardness, because we thought it was so scary to talk to girls that like we just threw ourselves at like groups of girls just to put ourselves out of our comfort zone and
was
like
kinda
learn
like-
from it.
It was
in a
really
way.
annoying
Yeah.
too, because all the popular girls used to like make fun of us or like just never give us the time of day. And then all of a sudden, when we got like popular and stuff, they would go and invite us to parties. Like,
Yeah.
Where were you last
you
year?
don't care about me.
Yeah.
You care
Yeah.
about the number online.
Yeah,
so
there was
I
a
don't
weird
want to
thing
give you the
about
time
that.
of day.
True.
Look
So
at that.
It was
good
it
for
was
you.
much less.
them.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
They're probably still in Kansas right now.
Probably
That's what I'm
still.
saying.
You know?
No,
Yeah.
it was cool. Like, definitely, that's just how life goes. So I don't put anything on them. But it wasn't like we were gonna waste our time.
Do you look
Yeah.
up to mean girls like on Facebook and Instagram and stuff? Do you ever scroll back and go, let's see what she's doing? Shelly was such a bitch to me in high school. Let's see what she's up to right now.
idea.
Rarely.
No.
I've maybe done it twice since I moved. Just like looked at everybody. But again, like we only had like a handful of friends, and we see them all the time. Like whenever I come back for like Christmas or something, like I'll have 2 people that I see, but then everybody else I'll never talk to. Like again. It's just how it is.
I think it's so wild. Like, I don't even know where this comes from. Wanting to throw yourself in the deep end, like you said, the girls at the mall. I'm going to go in. I'm going to get confidence. Like
Yeah.
it seems like you guys are extremely driven, and goal focused. Like I'm not going to the mall to talk to a girl in hopes I get her number and we hook up. Right.
Right.
No, I'm talking to that girl to achieve a goal. Right.
Yeah.
I'm shy now. I want to get confident. So to do that, I've got to go do this.
Yeah.
It seems like that's how you guys both look at everything.
Well, what's interesting is we wouldn't if we didn't have each other. Like the most important thing in like my entire life, at least, was finding Sam, because it's like somebody that can hold you accountable. Like if Sam wasn't like, yo, I dare you to go talk to this group of girls right now, I would have never done that by myself. If like Sam wouldn't want to do like Vine with me or social media, like I would never do it. So it's all about finding that one person too that has like the same goals, because then you could just conquer life together. You know what I mean?
You nodded your head too when I said that. You're like, yeah, that is kind of how we are.
Yeah, 100%.
Is that how you are?
And yeah, no matter what we're doing, it's never just. I mean, obviously we like to have fun, and when we go on vacation, we're like, yeah, let's do whatever we want to do. But nothing is just why not. It's more like, let's do this for a purpose. Let's do this to like progress our career or progress ourselves like as humans.
Yeah.
It's always been that way. It's like ever since we got like became friends back in band camp, we're like, all right, we have this life. We got 80 years. Why not make the most of it? So none of it.
No one. I'm sorry, but no one thinks like that.
I know, like
No one does.
even
Who thinks like that?
His dad always tells us that like, whoa, you guys had like the craziest life mindset at 15 years old.
For
He's
real.
like, Yeah, but it was because we were always very like deep people in the beginning because I think we were so outsiders to like the entire world that we kind of just like wondered like why can he do that but I can't. So like at a very young age we were already thinking at that deeper
I think we just
level.
wanted more.
Yeah.
Because like we were in Kansas, every single person was like this cookie cutter, same 9-to-5 job. You got to go to college, you got to do this, you got to grow up and stay here.
Yeah.
And we just sat there like, why? You know, like it doesn't have to be like that. We could do something else if we really wanted to. So let's challenge that. You know,
Yeah.
let's go past this the norm.
Whose dad said that you guys had a crazy mindset?
Oh, yeah,
He's 100% right, because most people don't think like that. Even when they're 40 or 50 years old, it's just kind of like, oh, we just had a kid, so I got to get a real job. Okay, you get a real job, and okay, I want to go work at this company. All of a sudden, you retire and die. You know what I mean? And you didn't move anywhere. You didn't have a game plan. You kind of just. So I think you guys are extremely rare to have that at such a young age. I think to have that mindset at any age, is something you want, right? But to have it at a young age like that, it's pretty impressive.
It's nuts.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, that's again, like we were talking about, that's the whole goal of this whole social media thing. It's like, obviously we would love to entertain people, but at the end of the day, that one mindset changed our entire lives. So if we could implement that and teach other people that same mindset, we could change a lot of other people's lives.
Well, that's a perfect segue. Life Project was first, right?
Life Project, yeah.
And that was kind of in the background. Was that in the background as part of your plan? I'm going to make silly, mall disturbance videos, but the goal is to get a bunch of followers to hit them with this.
Yeah, so we didn't know it was called the Life Project, obviously, but we had an idea of spreading, that message and basically everything we just talked about to like our fan base. But what's interesting is the simple pickup people like we were watching at 15 years old. We ended up running into them at VidCon or Playlist?
VidCon 2015.
VidCon, like an after party. I remember seeing Kong, who's like one of the members of that channel, and like fangirling a little bit, being like, "Oh my God, this guy like changed my life for real." And so we were just like, we have one chance to go talk to this guy. And so Sam and I went up to him, and I basically was just like, "Yo, dude, you changed my life. Like, I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for you." And then gave him like our story and stuff like that, and he was so like moved, I guess you could say, or like inspired by that he like changed our life so much that he ended up inviting us to like hang out with him like the next week. And then
we told him like what we were planning on doing. We're like, this is why we started social media, and this is what we're about to do. And he's like, well, don't do it like that, do it like this. Like he's like, if you guys want, because I love that idea, how about I just continue like mentoring you and like teach you how to create like a platform to do what you're trying to do. And we're like, yeah, that sounds amazing. The same people that we're learning from when we're 15 years old, now we're 20 years old, and he's changing our lives again.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like, let's go.
And what kind of happened after that? So was he mentoring you? Did it prove to be successful, or what ended up happening?
Yeah, so, well, first of all, like 5 years ago, we were like a tenth of what size, I guess, or like audience we have now. But basically, yeah, that's awesome.
Thank you, guys.
But they were, at the time, like 5 years ago, were working on subscription sites on their own. So they wanted to give us that platform and be like, hey, you can use our beta version and then figure everything out. And so Life Project for us was the very, very, very beta version of MetaLife. So we didn't really know what we were doing. It was the first time we had ever like launched a product, to be honest. So that was a big learning experience.
It was more trial and error and more just a way for them to teach us what could be. And they were more like, all right, you guys just moved out to Los Angeles. You didn't go to business school. Let me teach you what they would have taught you in business school. And so we like, and like all the tech side and all that stuff, because we weren't computer programmers or anything like that.
Yeah, we had no idea.
So they taught us all that stuff, and we're like, this is awesome, but it's not really what we had in mind. So we took it, did it for a year. We said, this is really cool, but like I want something more. So we're like, okay, what if we take a step back, work on ourselves, work on like gaining more of an audience, and then really diving deep on making something perfect, because we don't want to, put in 50% effort on this thing that we've been working for since the day we started social media. Let's make sure this is absolutely amazing and actually going to change people's lives. And so even though we had a lot of horrible errors along the way, and it took us 3-4 years going from the Life Project to MetaLife, now we've created something that we truly like stand behind and are like willing to say, yes, this is like the final, like we love it, like product. Something that the day since we started social media, we wanted to, see come to life.
And so MetaLife, like I went on there, everybody check out MetaLife. We'll put the website and everything here. So I went and I couldn't do anything, right? It was closed to new people,
Yes.
right? So, the person, your fan out there who's interested in doing it, well, first, I guess, explain what it
let's
is.
Explain it. So MetaLife, and formerly the Life Project, is just like our private social media community that is also attached with a video library that like talks all about life lessons. We try to teach the ideas that school doesn't teach. Anything from emotional help to bullying to getting over anxiety, just anything to improve your life and change the mindset that you have to improve the same way that everybody else does. Just because we really don't think that you should be stopped by what school is teaching you and like have to abide by everybody else's rules. You can learn whatever you want to learn, just like how we did. So we definitely wanted to give people that information along with a community of people, a community of like-minded people to work on yourself, because Colby and I meeting each other was the single greatest thing to happen to our lives, because holding each other accountable, working on things together is how you do it. By yourself, life seems pretty daunting. But with a community, especially, with a bunch of YouTubers all involved and like hanging out with you and like giving you personal advice, it doesn't seem as difficult to change.
Yeah. The coolest part though is we're also partnered with Love is Louder and the JED Foundation, which is a giant like mental health organization. And so everything that we talk about in our videos goes through them. They like edit stuff. They say like, say this, don't say that. So like everything's backed up by like credible information. Just because there's a lot of parents that'll like see us and be like, how do they know? Like, like are they counselors? And we're not, to be honest. Like we're just trying to help people like improve their lives.
That's a good selling point, that there's somebody behind it.
Yes, exactly.
It's like, well, if I have mental health issues, do I really want to talk to these two guys?
Right. Like they don't know who we are.
How do they know anything, right? But it's good to see that, A, you've been through it, and then you've got the people to back you up to go, hey, this really is the right treatment.
Exactly.
We try to teach everything from personal experience, and honestly just be a supportive network for people, because 9 times out of 10, all you need is someone to help you out, someone to talk to, someone to like bounce off your ideas, and that's enough. But most people don't have that, so that's what we're trying to provide.
And can the people talk to each other on there?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. It's set up like, honestly, it looks a lot like Facebook, where you can friend people, you can DM people, you can. We want to make it like as similar to other social media, so people feel comfortable. When a user gets on there, they already basically know how to use the platform. It's just one, same thing without bullies and without judgment, and 2, like ran by like mentors that actually want to help you improve your life, as opposed to just talking about memes on social media.
Do you guys film all the content? Like, this is how I dealt with depression, or do you have other people contributing, like your YouTube friends and stuff?
Oh, so that's the next goal in the future. Is like hopefully in like a year or so we can start getting like influencers who are like masters, I guess you could say, of like certain topics. Like somebody is super anxious and knows a lot about like anxiety. Like maybe we'd have them on to like teach their own course, but right now it's just us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because we just launched it. Like it's only been a month since it's launched, so still trying to like build.
Yeah, going back to your question, because we want this to be perfect, we don't want to just always have it open to the public. We wanted to get our first group of like super true fans to get into the platform. So we only launched it for 1 week. We said you can sign up for this week. We're going to take those people and like work on this project together, work on their lives, see how it works for a couple of months, and then we'll decide if we're going to open it up again later, or if we want to like work on it and like improve the site anymore. So
the person watching right now, what should they do? Do they get on a waiting list?
Yeah, there is a waiting list on metalife.co. So if you go to the website, you can sign in and you will get an email once we open it back up. Next time it opens.
We were talking too before we started filming about, you've got your subscribers, and then you've got, what's the other thing? The join button?
Yeah, channel membership.
Channel membership, thank you, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking about that, and I just heard this thing. This guy's name is Kevin Kelly. He was founded Wired magazine. He's like a real smart guy. Do you know him?
No, I just think that's cool. That's awesome.
But his whole thing was, and it really stuck with me, you only need 1,000 true fans. That's it.
That's so funny.
That's crazy. That's what Simple Pickup says. That's why we just
is that
looked
true?
at each other. Yeah.
Think about that. You get 1,000 people to spend $100 a year. That's $100 grand.
That's it.
That's a real salary. That's like a real, you could live on that. No problem. You
for
can live
sure.
comfortably on that.
For sure.
And people get tied up in, I need 10 million subscribers. I need 5 million subscribers. No, man, you just need people, like a small group who really likes you and wants to support what you're doing.
Yep.
And it seems like you're offering that, core fan base a lot. Talk about the podcast and all the other stuff you offer them.
Yeah, we also definitely want to reach all audiences, but
Sure.
it depends on what value they want. So
Okay.
obviously we do paranormal ghost hunting videos on our YouTube channel, which we'll talk about in a minute. That's for the masses. That's for the people that just want to be entertained.
Okay.
But we noticed that there aren't not every single person in life wants to change their life and go on this life-changing journey with a bunch of friends, but there are people that want to, and those are the people that we want to bring extra value to and really dive in. So that's why it is a smaller group, and that's why it is, like you said, you only need 1,000 people or a couple thousand people to just sit there and really hone in on this value and give them that value, and they'll give you value back, and that's all you really need.
So what are you giving them? Like we talked before, they've got early access to Life Project.
Yeah, the channel members.
MetaLife, I'm sorry, channel members. They get the podcast, which you can't get otherwise, right?
Yeah, so if you click join next to subscribe, brings you to a channel membership, and we basically give them merch discounts.
Oh, cool.
If we have anything like a release of MetaLife or just any other projects or any announcements, they're the first to know. We have a monthly podcast, so it's 45 minutes where we are completely raw and we don't even edit it, to be honest. We just kind of throw it up there, so it's just 100% us.
Which everything else we do is edited, so it's definitely a very.
It's different.
You have to really want the Sam and Colby deep stories to go in for it, but people really enjoy it. Yeah, but
that's it, right? For the most part.
Yeah, exactly. Like MetaLife, we opened that whole product up for 2 full months before we opened it up to the public. So if you were a channel member, you knew all about it. We're there, and we gave suggestions from the channel members. We surveyed them. They formed the platform basically. We said, hey, what do you like? What do you don't like? We changed it for the public. So they basically were the pioneers of MetaLife itself. It was really cool.
Wow, very
True.
cool. Seems like you're bringing a lot of value to that core group. I mean, a lot of value overall. Let's talk about to the masses who want to see you hunt ghosts, doing spooky shit, right?
Yeah.
So what series do you have working now?
So actually this Sunday, so December 15th, we're releasing The Castle, and it's...
Okay, what's The Castle?
So The Castle is a castle in Scotland called Needpath Castle, and it's haunted by a bunch of scary people, especially this Queen of Scott. And yeah, it's nuts. We had the craziest evidence we've ever captured, and oh my god, we're just watching the videos back now, so we're about to release it, and it's insane what we actually caught.
Yeah, we always and our fans make fun of us for this all the time. We always say, this is the craziest night of our lives. This is the craziest night of our lives. But it's because we keep pushing a bar. And, we've done hotels, we've done, abandoned buildings, we've done, forests. But going to a castle out in the woods alone, that's 5 stories tall, on this pillar that's surrounded by a giant river we can't leave, is insane. We were doing seances and talking to ghosts. It was honestly, we without a doubt, we're even talking about this last night, how this is by far the most evident of any paranormal sense we've ever caught.
So are there ghosts? I mean, do you believe that 100%?
100%.
Yeah, at first we didn't.
Point,
yeah, I was gonna say,
first
when we first started, we were skeptics. That's why we got into it.
Mm-hmm.
We're like, yeah, this will be super easy. Ghosts aren't real, let's go for it.
Yeah.
But over time, especially recently,
some stuff,
it's very much proven that there are ghosts.
Which The Castle, I promise you, it will prove to so many people, because we have just a little sneak peek, I guess, of what happens is we have this EMF reader that can pick up energies and stuff, and we literally place it down and nobody's touching it. There's no devices around it or anything, and it's just going crazy red as we're asking specific questions. It's I don't know, unexplainable.
Yeah.
Have you seen anything? Can we talk about that at the castle?
I think Corey saw shadows.
Corey sees a lot of stuff. There were don't want to give too much away, but there are definitely a lot of visual cues that you can definitely see in these series.
Lots of orbs and stuff.
Yeah, this was a a two-parter. This series also comes along with like after seeing our whole London series, which we called The Graveyard. And just throughout every time when we went international this last filming trip, it's really been apparent that there are something out there, or that there is something out there with a lot of visual cues, like a lot of readers that are going off. Like there's a lot of movement. Yeah, you can definitely see it on camera. Cool.
And you've lost some people along the way, right? Some of the guys you filmed with have not wanted to take part in things, have just said, I'm out.
Yeah, that's the funny.
Who's left? I was watching a couple of your videos. I was looking for a list. I thought I jotted them down of the guys who bounced.
So the core group is Sam and I, obviously, and then Jake Weber and Corey Shear.
Yep.
So that's our group. Sometimes, like we collab with Keen and JC like a few months ago, and like we'll collab with people that have the balls to do it, but it's hard to find people that actually want to do that, because like most YouTubers will be like, hey, like you want to collab, come over and like we'll do like a tag video or like challenge video. We're just like, hey, you want to go to this haunted castle or like insane asylum?
Fuck no.
Like nobody wants to do that.
Are you still there?
Yeah, it's like, all right, never mind. But yeah, we stick with our core friend group, which is kind of sidetracked here, but like Jake's from Kansas as well. And he lived in Wichita, which is like 3 hours away from us.
Okay.
So it's just kind of interesting how that came full circle in a way too, because he was on Vine, but then didn't really like go to YouTube too much, and then ended up moving out to LA, and now he's like a part of our main group. So it's like just like really close friends. Like we've known Corey for years since Vine. Yeah. It's perfect because it's like genuine friendship and genuine group of kids going into a place like not knowing what to expect at all.
And then they are incredibly scared, and they cry, and they don't film with us for about a month.
Yeah. Especially Corey.
Yeah.
It seems like fame hasn't changed you guys at all. It doesn't seem like, because what you just said, like we've got a core group. Meeting each other was the most important thing because we had a bond and we could share stuff with each other.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem, you don't seem like the kind of guys who are going to a Hollywood party to meet X celebrity and get them to be in your video.
No.
That doesn't seem like you guys at all.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah. It's cool to like, reach out to people like Keen and JC because it's like we've watched them before. But like,
you're
when
not
it
reaching
comes
out to the Kardashians.
No, we don't care really about that. Like, if we can pave our own way and like do our own thing and it gets views, then like, why do we need anybody else? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's cool being with like genuine friends as opposed to like trying to reach for something else.
Yeah.
It's like, why force something?
Yeah,
exactly. Plus, again, like I said, like fans can see right through that. It's like super genuine with us four because we're actually best friends. But like if we had some random like bigger person on our group
Jake
too,
Paul's on your shadow.
It's like
they don't know Jake.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, and fans can see through that.
What do you think of like clout chasing out here? That's like a whole
God,
thing.
it's a huge
I
thing.
live in LA. I interview all you guys, YouTubers. Everyone says the same thing.
Yeah,
like it's a whole thing. Like explain to an old guy like me, what the fuck is clout chasing and how does it affect you guys?
Well, to give you like a perspective on it, like
give me like an example.
Oh, okay.
Like I'll go to parties and I can't say names obviously, but people will come up to me and be like, "Hey man, it's been a long time. Like I love you so much. I miss you. We got to film soon." And then I'll never talk to them until like the next party I see them at. And I'm not saying they're like clout chasers, but at the same time, there's a lot of people that like ask stuff of you, like, "Hey, could you post this?" Or like, "I just released like a song or just released like this project. Can you post about it?" It's just kind of like, we'd rather help the people that are like our real close friends or that don't ask at all, rather than like somebody that I met a year ago. Like I've had people in Kansas hit me up being like, "Yo, like I'm doing music now. You want to like help me out?" And it's like, I haven't talked to you in 6 years. Like, what do you mean? But especially the girls out here are very clout chasing. Like a lot of the LA party girls are.
So what are they trying to do? Just get you to tag them in the post? What do they want?
I think it's more just like they kind of try to try to like convince you that like they like you when in reality
They just want to get a picture of
you.
you.
They just kind of like
they just want to
be in the
seen
story
next to you.
Yeah, because it's a big thing, and especially like with our fan base, it's a big thing to have like a girl like in our content because everybody's like, like he's not dating, or like, is he dating somebody? Is he not? Like whatever. But girls like do that all the time where they'll just try to like stick around for that reason, or you'll meet some random girl and like it'll be cool for like 2 weeks, and then they'll be like, hey, so you want to film sometime? It's like, what? Where did that come from? Like, why would I ever want to do that?
Are you guys dating now? Are you in relationships?
We're dating each other.
Oh, okay. Well, obviously that's first.
Yeah, I've been in a relationship for a couple of years, so it's been easier for me to like
Step
at least
back.
get out of the girl phase. But no, it's for more the clout chasing thing. We actually tweet about this all the time because that's again why we're so glad to have like a legitimate friend group, because we've just seen living here for now I think 4.5 years where you can't really make new friends. It's really, really difficult to have genuine connection with people without it being business related.
True.
So we talk about that all the time, that, you know, keep your circle small is like a real legit thing, especially out here in LA. It's like people want to be friends with you for all the wrong reasons. So it's very difficult to see people that just want to support you without getting anything from you.
I see that all the time. I don't think people realize, because I'm around all you guys all the time, that everybody wants something all day long from you guys. And how many DMs do you get from some dude in Kansas that you didn't even know who wants you to use their music in your next video, right?
Yeah.
All day, people want something for you. How often do people like say, hey, I have something for you that isn't attached to any brand deal or any promotion? Like, how rare is that?
That's a really good question.
This ain't my first rodeo, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough question.
Let me
That
think.
doesn't happen very often.
Yeah,
It
not
doesn't.
at
I don't
all.
think people
Like,
realize
hardly
that.
at all. That's again, like, for so long we never ever experienced that. So we're basically just friends with each other.
Yeah.
Like, there was 3 years where it was just Colby and I living together, and we hardly went out besides working on our own stuff. It was just us.
Yeah.
I mean, we do have like a few friends, like shout out Kevin Lang and Katrina, his girlfriend. Like what, after we won like the Teen Choice, they got us like those.
They got presents for
presents.
us. Yeah, and like
which is super nice. Like
Yeah.
that was super thoughtful and stuff.
yeah, like our friend group, like we say, nowadays this last year has been phenomenal. I mean, there's definitely some times where you see other people with all this, like, I mean, 2019 was our craziest year yet. So we've seen a lot of people come into the picture wanting things, but our core friend group like has treated us very, very well. And they will always celebrate our wins and like shout us out and like really like, help
jealousy.
us out.
Right.
Like for the Teen Choice Awards alone, like again, huge shout out to our friends. This is amazing. Multiple times throughout the voting period, they all got together without us asking and trended "Vote for Sam and Colby" on Twitter.
We were trending at least 5 times like before that.
Yeah, so
Wow.
just like that support like really shows us like, okay, cool, like they don't want anything from us, they just want us to win and succeed. So that's why we're like, okay, maybe we have found our place in like LA.
Not everybody's bad out here.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. There's a few
Just
people.
gotta look hard.
You do have to look hard. Well, you mentioned when I asked if anyone was dating, you didn't say anything. So I'm assuming you're dating. There's no serious relationship.
No, I mean like I'm like it's hard for me because like my fans like will
I
be
got
upset like
Understood.
with any
Well, how about
with any
this,
girl.
right? And I'm not a T channel or anything like that. How is dating in LA being a famous YouTuber? Do you have to have your guards super up?
Yeah, I usually do. It's hard for me to open up to people, to be honest. And it's like, especially during like first dates and stuff, I never know an intention. I don't know if it's just going to be like a one night, date and then that's it, or versus am I really going to actually like this person like in the long run? I don't know. And I haven't found it in LA really. So I've just kind of been doing my own thing.
So do you want to date somebody in the business because they understand? I asked somebody else this because you're kind of caught. A normal girl who works in an accounting firm cannot relate to your life at all.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you go out with a YouTuber or a fellow influencer, that's kind of bad too, because now who got more views and you
Right.
did, I'm on the upswing, you're on the downswing, maybe there's jealousy and you're competitive.
Yeah.
So like, which way do you go?
See, that's what I don't know either. Is like,
Is there an answer?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I think it just comes to if you connect with that person, regardless of business or social media. But I haven't really found any influencers, to be honest, that I've been like, I like you.
Good for
I
you.
don't know. Like it's mostly,
That's
it's
like
mostly just like I've known a few girls for like a while, like from moving out here in 2015. I met like a few girls that like I'll still talk to and stuff, and like they're my friends. now that are like really cool, and that's like, I know they're like real people because it's been so long, but like when it comes to going to parties and just like meeting random people that you don't know if they know you or not, it's like, I don't know.
Or they pretend they don't know you and they hit you with a, hey, can we film in 2 weeks?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, exactly.
How did you meet your girlfriend?
I think actually at that same VidCon we met some of the pickup people in 2015.
Oh, wow.
We were hosting a show and she was backstage because her friend was performing, and so we met there. But yeah, it's really cool with her because she's in the industry, but she's on the music side, not the YouTube side.
Okay.
So she understands everything I do, and I understand things that she does, but
Cool.
we're never competitive.
Yeah.
So like it takes, you know, the relatability factor and the competitive factor is out the window. So that's good.
Take notes. It seems like he's got it all figured out.
I know. I gotta find mine.
Well, your Twitter engagement is fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
And I can always, hopefully you guys are still here watching this, right? And I know they are, your fans, because I can always get a peek on Twitter.
Yeah.
Like if I ask a question like, hey, I'm interviewing Joe Blow Friday, you know, hit me with your questions. If I get 5 questions, no one gives a fuck. And then I immediately regret my decision to interview that person. Yours, no. I mean, you got hundreds and hundreds of questions, thousands and thousands of likes.
Yeah.
Like you have a very engaged fan base.
Yeah, our fans are awesome. Like,
They really are.
We really think we have the best fan base
Honestly,
in the world. Like, they're so
everyone
cool.
says that.
They
but
really are.
We know it for a fact. Like it's definitely.
And
true.
they're just like for example, with all these awards like this past year, like it's them doing that. It's like
100%.
them just tweeting like 10 times like at the Streamies or whatever, like get them nominated.
Oh my god.
And stuff. It's not us at all. So like,
Yeah, it literally.
love them. Yeah, they're awesome.
All of our success, the fans is amazing.
That's awesome. Well, they had a bunch of questions on Twitter. I couldn't answer all of them, but I couldn't ask all of them, but I got a couple. Will you go back to exploring? Was a popular one.
If it's legal, we can't like afford not doing anything like that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
I mean, at the end of the day, we do explore just in a different way. I mean,
On a bigger scale.
yeah, we explore abandoned castles, we explore forests and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They're haunted now. It's less, going into random insane asylums every single week, and it's more like doing big adventures. So
Which is still
Yes, it's
exploring the
the
world.
same
I
thing.
guess. Yeah.
Is there going to be a tour in 2020? Everyone wanted to know.
We are trying to figure that out. Like,
does that
it's
mean?
something, but like it's,
It's
in the
almost
works.
2020.
I
Figure
know,
it out.
I know. But if anything, it'd probably be around summertime. Not saying
Yeah.
that's set in stone, but
we've heard everyone's questions, so
Yeah.
we're like, we have to figure out something soon.
Sure.
Yes,
Whether it's
yes.
2020, 2021, we're whenever it is, we will do another one.
yes,
Okay.
it's happening soon.
Where do you want to go next? You want to do more international stuff? Like physically, where do you want to go?
Oh man.
Ooh, you'll find out at the last
Yeah.
episode of our next series.
Yeah,
Good
yeah.
teaser. Everyone watch here. it is.
There you go.
Exactly. Should we just say it?
No.
No, okay, we can't say it. all right.
That's the whole
I want to
point.
take
No.
him back to Japan. I've been to Japan before, but he's never been. So like
I've never
any
been to Japan.
Okay.
Japan,
He raves about that.
I love it so much.
do you?
And, like China, I've never been there, but like I think it'd be super cool. So yeah, something like that. Maybe Italy, be dope.
Where did you get Italy from?
I don't know. I've always wanted to see the
Just nice
Colosseum.
places to visit.
Yeah.
Do these have anything to do with hauntings and stuff, or just
Not
cool,
at all.
cool
Well,
vacation
Ja-
spots?
Japan does actually. Japan
Okay.
has a lot, but Italy's just cool.
All right, cool. We'll go to Italy just for the heck of it.
Have you ever thought of putting your Ghost Hunter series on TV? That's a pretty logical
Hopefully,
thing.
I mean, yeah. If shout out MTV if you're no, I'm just kidding. But like, yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely want to. At the same time, it's like it's our baby, so we would only
Yeah.
ever want to do it like our own way. So it'd be really hard to like give that to somebody else, but it would be phenomenal.
That'd be super cool.
Yeah,
Have networks reached out to you?
you got this. Let's do it. Reach out to us. No, not yet.
Networks, you're insane. And I looked this up for somebody else. I think like the #1 rated cable show, some show on Fox, some news political show. I think it got like 800,000 or 1 million views an episode. You guys get that. So you get your audience to come over, they'll watch on any channel.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't
yeah.
network executives be in line to do business with you guys?
That's
They
what we
just
ask
don't.
every
They
day.
don't
For
understand
real.
YouTube yet. I
mean,
guess.
but it's going to be 2020. Like, what's there to get?
True.
The numbers are there.
True. I just like that's what I've never understood is there's so many brands and reputable like television companies that look at YouTubers as kind of like, oh, these are just like the little entertainers, but in reality, like we kind of run things like around like the entertainment world.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
just not getting like sidetracked, but like the Logan and KSI like fight.
How huge was that?
That was
I think
massive.
I think they were saying like unofficially that was like the largest viewed pay-per-view thing ever, right? Or close to it.
Okay.
So like why wouldn't somebody pay attention to that and be like, oh wait, this is the future?
That's real money.
Yeah.
Too. That's subscriptions people bought to watch that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like tens and tens of millions of dollars.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Are you guys still sorry to get sidetracked from Twitter questions, but are you guys still like kind of B-list in the Hollywood entertainment pecking order? Or are you guys starting to get some I mean,
yeah.
and not you guys specifically, but YouTubers, big YouTubers. Are you guys still below TV people and movie people and
There's some YouTubers that are like considered celebrities, but yeah, most people are still in that fad of like, here's TV people and here's social
the
media
YouTubers,
people.
yeah.
It's like, it's really going to be hard to break that stigma, but I think within this next couple of years, it'll be broken.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hopefully.
Favorite horror movies?
Oh, I love Insidious. It's one of my favorite. Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, wow.
Conjuring is really good too.
Grave Encounters.
Blair Witch Project.
Which one?
Grave Encounters. Or, Blair Witch Project is amazing.
Yeah, this kind of reminds us of like our own YouTube videos. If you've ever seen
The
like,
handheld, like,
Oh yeah, exactly. Your whole style looks
Footage.
like from that movie.
yeah, exactly.
What's the worst thing a fan's done? I don't know. A lot of people want to know
God.
that. Yeah, I don't know why.
Worst thing that a fan's done?
Yeah.
Probably just like show up to our house. Like we had a house about a year ago, and the address got leaked. Shout out Jake for leaking our address. And we had fans that would literally not leave us alone. Like, obviously we love to
There was a
meet them in
girl
other.
that camped out for 3
Yeah.
full
The
days
street.
on our sidewalk,
Yeah.
and she would deny that she knew us, but then take pictures of our house, and then we'd be like, "So where are you going? Like, where are you living?" She's like,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for someone, and then she'd like not mention us, and then take pictures of our house and tweet it. It's like, what? No, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Go home.
Did you have to like call people to get rid of her? Or?
I think
Like
we
call
ended
authorities?
up like the third day. We're like, hey, like we're gonna need to like get you some help or like
Yeah,
call
yeah.
someone to like help you out if you don't like leave.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, bye. But it's just like,
It's probably the worst thing.
Was it round the clock there? Because I remember Jake Paul's old house. I interviewed him there.
Yeah.
And I've never seen anything like it. And I'm sure that your house looked like that. There was
Yeah.
just people. It was like a Sunday night. I was going there. And there were just kids all over the street. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I didn't know if they lived there or what do I know? Are you guys in Team 10? I don't know.
Yeah.
You're like, no, just go up and ring the doorbell. Like, we're just
Right.
here.
They had security at one point too. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think Jake, for some reason, like I don't know, something happened with his address that went on like fully everywhere.
Yeah.
And like he basically made it like a meme to go and ring his doorbell. But
Yeah.
like we were trying not to get people out of
Yeah,
the
why would
house.
you want that?
Because
that's
there were
horrible.
some people that were like 10 at night. We'll just get vloggers that like walk up to our house and like ring our doorbell or like knock on the door, like aim through our windows with their cameras. Like we don't want that. No one wants that. Like why would people do that?
How quickly did you move after that?
God,
Oh,
as soon as the
man.
lease is up.
Yeah. 6 months later, probably. It was a problem for a
Oh,
long
you
time.
stayed? Wow.
Yeah.
What do you
Long time.
recommend that everyone do once in their life?
Ooh. Just anything that scares them personally. So like if you're really scared of heights, like I challenge you to go skydiving one day. Or like something that will literally just make you like throw yourself in the deep end of uncomfort. Because I really like truly believe that you grow the most and you learn the most like when you're out of your comfort zone. So but that just like depends on what people are afraid of, I guess.
Yeah, I think that the easy answer is the skydiving, but I feel like a lot of people can do that. I think a challenging thing that would help a lot more people is like spend a good amount of time not in your country. Like go to a place, learn a different culture, and be around people that aren't exactly like you. You'll like realize so much about like how humans work.
Yeah, you learn so much about just life and history. Like we went to Egypt like about a year or two ago.
Cool.
So it's like
Seeing a different culture like really opens your eyes to
so
everything that you
different.
have.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What else? You got anything else to promote? I think we hit everything.
Yeah.
Looking at your, management over here, did we miss anything? I think we hit everything.
Awesome.
Everything.
Merch? Let's talk merch.
Merch?
Oh, why not?
All right, so I thought you were in it.
We got Explore.
Now, what is this about?
Explore is like our duo line because we explore haunted places on our channel. And that's, just promoting getting off your butt and doing something with your life. Go explore the world.
Okay.
We also have our own personal lines. Mine's Never Normal, Never Live a Normal Life. And his Take Chances.
Take chances.
So-
You guys are really positive people.
We're trying to
It's kind of like
yeah.
inspirational.
We're trying to inspire.
Every
you know?
other asshole says, buy my hoodie.
I
There's
know,
stupid
exactly.
saying on it.
Or it's
right?
like their names all over it
Yeah.
and stuff. And like, I've had hoodies where it says like Brock and stuff, but like at the same time, like it's like we want to spread a
people
message.
do want that, but you're spreading a
Yeah.
positive message. You're using your platform, it seems like, for good.
Yeah, and I was saying take chances from the beginning of time. Like when we started social media, like it was always take chances.
Yeah,
If you
because
look way
that's
back.
how we learned. It's like taking chances, getting out of our comfort zone was like how we learned confidence. That's what we learned from our YouTube channels we used to watch 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's it, guys.
Yeah.
Cool.
I
Thank
appreciate
you so much for having me.
Yeah, did you have a good time?
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Of course you're going to say, the cameras are on. on the car ride home, you go, what a fucking waste of
That was
time.
horrible.
Guys, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. The more subscribers I get, the better guests I can get, the more advertisers I can get, and we can make more of these videos. And you can also text me. Let me know who you want me to interview next, 404-220-8790. Thanks, guys.
Peace.